"The Master," gasped the doctor. "No," said Marcia. "The Master was a disguise too. It was Verdigris." Mary was shaking her head sadly. "The Master never existed. It was all a sham." The doctor marched up to her. "My dear young lady, believe me, the Master is a very real and dangerous intergalactic criminal." "So it might still be him," cried Jo. "Have you seen him?" asked the doctor. "No," Marcia said. "We thought it was the Master too, but his face and all his clothes dropped off and it turned out to be that terrible green man." The doctor rubbed his neck thoughtfully. "Yes, we saw him too, and he claimed to know me." He threw up his hands. "I suggest we clear out of this good woman's shop and get back aboard the bus." He opened the door with a jingle. "Thanks again for the tea and biscuits," he said, and marched all the others aboard the bus. Once inside, he wanted to get down to business and find out what these meddling youngsters had got themselves into. "Iris, take us back into the vortex, and don't bring us out until we get some answers that I'm happy with." Iris glowered at him, but did as she was told. "Now, I want you lot to tell me why you were working on the side of the Master, or Verdigris, or whatever he calls himself." They all sat down on the faded chintz, and Kevin took up the tale. He explained to the doctor and Iris and Jo the bits they didn't know, about the Children of Destiny, and how they were a team of phenomenally talented teenagers bonded together to ensure that the Earth was taken into the Galactic Federation. "We were contacted first of all by Ambassador Borges," said Kevin, "and he explained what might help or prevent Earth's entry into the blessing of the Federation." "It sounds like a cult," said Jo. "And I was almost sucked into it," said Tom dolefully. They all looked at him, and Mary caught his eye. "And she's my mother," he cried out suddenly, unable to keep the secret in much longer. "She's seen to it that I'm brought back through time. Isn't that the sort of thing supposed to be outlawed by the laws of time or something?" Iris came hurrying up the aisle. "Your mother? Are you sure?" She squinted into Mary's face. "Are you?" Before yesterday, I'd never seen Tom before in my life. "Of course you hadn't, Mum. I haven't been born yet." "Don't call me Mum." The doctor broke in. "Time paradoxes aside for the moment, where do I come into all of this?" Iris cackled. "You're ever so egocentric in this body, do you know that?" Gradually the story came out, how Verdigris had exhorted the Children of Destiny to use their psionic powers to make the doctor look like a fraud. "But if you already believed I was a fraud, why would you need to plant things in my house?" "The Master said it needed to be spectacular enough to draw the attention of the authorities to you," said Kevin. "You needed to be completely discredited. You and your people go around claiming that nearly every alien species up there is evil and intent on doing the people of Earth harm," said Mary. "Well, we've been up there, and the alien species we've met have been generous and kind and peace-loving. You spread around the wrong kind of news, Doctor." "My dear young lady, there are indeed a great number of very peaceful and gentle races in the known universe, and I happen to be on rather good terms with a lot of them. In this part of the galaxy, however, there are indeed an awful lot of savage, beastly races that the Earth needs protecting from. You, I'm afraid, are just being a little naive." Jo said, "It isn't all peace and flowers in space, you know." The Children of Destiny were shaking their heads. "The kinds of races and things you talk about, Doctor, they simply don't exist. Daleks, Axons, Cybermen, whatever you say, these are merely fairy tale creatures used to frighten children. We know that if we join the Galactic Federation, we will be quite safe." Iris could hardly believe her ears. "You bloody stupid bunch of young fools!" The doctor nodded. "You've been hoodwinked. Someone has been playing a very dangerous game with you." Kevin was incensed. "Don't you dare patronize us!" Iris was up on her feet, spoiling for a fight. "I'll tan the little bugger's hide! Patronizing him indeed! Who does he think he is?" Kevin choked up with horror suddenly. "She's the kidnapper! Iris has the ambassador hostage!" "What?" said the doctor. "What are you talking about?" gasped Iris. "You lot are crackers!" Iris mopped her brow. She had got herself all worked up. She was just returning her handkerchief to her golden handbag when the thing let out an almighty howl of protest. Everyone jumped and stared at the clutch bag dangling from Iris's arm.
Now I think it is time I spoke. For too long I have been awaiting my chance and keeping myself ever so quiet and still.
Iris, breathed Joe. Your handbag. It's talking to us. Shh.
Yes, Joe Grant. You should learn to keep your mouth shut and listen more. All too often you're screaming and complaining, and you fail to pick up on the vital clues.
Suitably admonished, Joe fell silent.
And you, Doctor, what of your part in this? You flailed around all over the place, running into danger and excitement as per usual, but it was all in order to prove your own integrity, was it not? And all the while, I knew that your main project was to get away from the Earth.
If you'll let me explain.
Silence! And as for you, Iris Wildtime...
Oh, don't even start on me. I know how bad I am. The handbag simmered in its own anger for a second.
All of you will get your just desserts.
Iris shrugged and looked at the doctor. Was there something funny in that tea?